Okay. Looks like we should be live. So, g'day there, ladies and ladies. G'day there, ladies and ladies. Welcome back to our Dragon Quest IX Let's Play. Let's see. Last time, we went up into Upover to meet up with Great Owl. Gave him a bit of a drink, got some armor, had an epic cutscene, battled some Giddish Empire, you know. Maybe not in that order, but we are now in the Gortress. We've been locked up. We're in jail. We need to get out of here. So it looks like our neighbor's a big tough guy. It seems like the physical effort is going to be extreme, so it's best to relax as much as possible. Honestly, that entire thing was probably still better than modern day Pokemon animations. Just saying. Anyway. So yeah, we're in the Gortress. It doesn't exactly sound like a pleasant place to be. And I believe we cannot zoom. Yep, we cannot get out of here. So, we need to figure out a way to get out. So, like in every good prison heist movie and breakout movie and stuff, we're going to scope out the area first before we, you know, figure out the weak points. So, let's check out the surroundings, and then we can come up with a plan. Look at this absolute unit. Sterling. Alright, so he's the big guy in charge. So, he's gonna be our tour guide for a bit. So, where to go, where to go? Yeah, it doesn't exactly seem that good, does it? So, I don't remember if this actually does anything, or if it is just for, entertainment. You know? Yeah, either your mind or your body's gonna give up first. Stud in the Viking helmet, I reckon, eh? Look at him. Definitely How to Train Your Dragon kind of vibes. But hello, media says. And what is this? The guard tower and the guard's quarters. Alright. Gorhel Og. So, keeps his special guest. Alright. A shield field. That's very interesting. So, the Giddish have a shield field, which allows for Giddish Empire soldiers to go through unharmed, but everyone else is going to get a nasty shock. However, we are able to get past without any shock. So we're going to keep that to ourselves for later. I honestly forget where we got the Imperial Mark from. Oh, Greener! Yeah, that's why. Yeah, so... thanks to Greener, we're able to get through the shield field. So, we're gonna keep it to ourselves, maybe team up with Sterling later on. Because, if they don't know about it, we can sneak by and... and maybe, disable it from the other side, you know? May as well check this out. You know, this is, I guess, like a pretty dark section, like with all the torture stuff. But, you gotta say, it really adds to the stakes of the game, rather than whatever Pokemon does, you know? Like, Sword and Shield, you know? Yeah, a graveyard. You know, like, oh, in 1,000 years' time, we're gonna have an energy crisis, so we're gonna, you know, invoke the darkest day. You know, again. It's like, bro, if you gave Leon, like, one day to do a tournament, then he can, like, listen to all your worries. But he couldn't wait one day. So, I feel like this is a bit more of a better way to do a plot than what Pokemon does. You know, everyone's at their limit, physically and mentally. It's, you know, not the greatest. So, do we get down? Okay, don't know where else to go. Thought we, got everything, but I guess not. Let's see, gallows, tower, torture rack, well, not rack, but circle, graveyard. Can we now go to the front door? Nope. Yeah, so you can't even have rest in this place. Just trying to think of where else I'm supposed to be going. Maybe I'm supposed to be going... No. If I could talk to Sterling, that'd be great. I cannot. I'll just talk to the people. Oh, item shop, thank you. Not too bad. Well, where else am I supposed to go? Yeah, I guess I'll just talk to people and see what happens from it. Great. Hootingham Gore, which we've met, and Gore through Purvis, which we haven't met yet. So those three, as well as Goreham Hog, are the elite soldiers of the British Empire. We've already got one of them here, so maybe we can, dispose of him. I feel like we are supposed to be down here. I am actually kind of lost. I forget where I'm supposed to be going with this. I guess we maybe join the circle? That's the only way we can work, so... Reporting for duty. There we go. No? Limbering up, what is the time? Where do we go? Like... Yep. Let's see, who haven't we talked to? I guess Priest. Yeah, he's just so you can like save if you need to, you know. Hurry up and get into work. Where do we work? Can't get past him. I can't exactly talk to these guys. There must be another spot. We can't get through the barrier. We gotta do something with the girls, maybe? Nope. Do we... There's not many other places to go, that's the thing. I don't think any of these would be it. God, I'm so lost. It has been quite a long time since I've done this section of the game. Yeah, we already talked to you. And if in doubt, you usually talk to like everyone once or twice. Maybe some dialogue happens, but I don't know. I guess maybe I talk to this guy over here again. Okay. You're a merchant, you're a priest. Does this guy have the same thing? Okay, this guard, of all things, has different dialogue than the other guard. You wouldn't really think that, so it's a bit confusing, but whatever, we got there. Yeah, so we know that there's a shield field out in front to prevent us from getting out. Right, there we go. We don't need to tortoise anymore, we're good to go. Actually, I will just make sure that I've got my items sorted out. Yep, I'm good. Alright. Sorry that took a bit of time, it has been a while, but it's weird that one guard has like one set of dialogue, but the other guard has a different set, you know? I'm also just noticing on the OBS side of things, I should probably change that. One sec. So we want from the right. Hold on. Okay, what if I just do that? It's not as great, but that should do. Sorry about that. Alright. Now we're progressing. Alright, so we're doing an escape. Basically, his idea was just kind of smash him and get him off guard, maybe get their weapons. Maybe they'll get you something. But, now that we're here, we can go through the shield fields. And so we should be able to dismantle it from the inside. And then everyone can get out. Sounds like a plan. Alright. It's time to go to work. Find out what's going on over here. It's our friend that was sleeping. Here we go. Absolute unit. Rise up, people. Alright. We have given them hope that they can escape. So now we're just going to make sure that we can do that. They'll distract the guards, we go in and take out the shield fields. Then everyone gets out. Rise, my people. Yeah, so I didn't quite read that the first time I played the game. And so I did the next boss battle by myself, like without any allies. But you can actually just go out here. And then, you know, get your friends involved, if you wanted to. But, I think we need to do some training up here. So, what we're going to do is go elsewhere. Actually. Sounds reasonable. Now, we're looking for the fisticuff guy and the shield guy to get the second quest for each of them. And what they'll do is they'll give us a item for the shield. Cecil. Yep. Oh, right. We need to max out our fisticuff, so we can't really do that. But we can do the shield. And what they'll do is if we complete it, we'll get a like a book, which we can put into our inventory. So it will be swapping out one of our items, our healing items, right? But it will give us an additional passive effect. So what this will do, I believe this one will, yeah, block and spear, 10 kill machines. So I think that's around the British Empire. So that shouldn't be too bad. We'll just give it a try. But I believe if we get this, we'll get a passive that will nullify crits. Like, a crit will always be blocked, which is great. Because there's nothing scarier than a crit. So, let's go around the British Empire and find us some 10 killing machines. We need to... So, we are level 31, okay, so level 32, so we got plenty of room for growth. Well, we don't need to battle these guys. First, we gotta estimate how much health they have and how much damage we're dealing. Because we gotta finish them off with block and spear. And, you know... Oof. I don't want to, like, be unoptimized about it. I want to try to do this as, like, you know, as quick as possible. So, let's try and find a killing machine while exploring, and then, there we go, there's one. Okay, so first up, we're going to just multi-fist it a few times, see how much health it's got. Pay attention. Okay, 87. We'll try again. I like the way it does it, like, no damage to us. $87, and that was like about another 86, so about 170, I want to say. Give or take. So, if we go one multi-fist, a regular attack, and then a blocking spear, that might be enough. So, this will take a bit. Come on. Okay. Ugh. Or that can be Centurions. Let's try Boulder Toss then. Hiya! Okay, not too bad. We'll get rid of these guys. We did about 100, and so he's got about, I don't know, I guess he could have anywhere between 80 to 170 health. So let's just try a few block and spear. Maybe we can get a more estimated number. Okay, so we've done about 130. So, about 160 so far. Okay, so if we're saying between... Yeah, I guess it is like around 170 then. So we're a bit low on MP, so hopefully we can do another one before needing to rest up. Yeah, we are taking some damage, but it should be fine. We're just going exploring in the meantime. There we go. But yeah, how is everyone today? So if we go Born Multi-Fist. $116. How much does a regular attack do? Okay, that was a crit, come on. Given how we do this, it might be that we have to resume the rest of this after the next boss. Rock Bomb Shard. Okay. One more kill machine. I just want to see how much damage we do with a regular attack. Maybe we'll do that first. Okay. We'll get rid of the Gastropug. Today's been great. I'm guessing that's hardcore. Raiding with my new shiny friends. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You posted about Miraidon and Koraidon, right? From GameStop, was it? Yeah, I can imagine how doing like max raid dens or whatever. Maybe not max raid. Terror raids with like level 100 legendaries would be, you know, enjoyable. So now we should be able to go for Multi-Fist. Oh, nice. Armor actually deflected a spell. Okay, so that's about 90 damage to the mech. So let's just do a basic attack and see what happens. Okay, about 60. So we should be able to block the spell and knock it out. Yeah, they are so strong. Fair enough, yeah, like level 100, legendary. I mean, shiny doesn't boost their power, but it's an added bonus, I guess. Okay, so we've done 2, and we'll resume the grinding later. You know, because as we go back to it later on, we'll be getting less and less experience. And the boss that we want to have this passive for is not the next one. So we are good to kind of continue on. We're just going to heal up, and then we're heading out. Yeah, it's a bit weird, I guess, getting Pokemon from, like, a mystery gift. You know, like, I would rather have events in the game, and, like, not online. That way you could, you know, do it in the future. You know, like, mythical Pokemon. Like, it would be great if there was a Marshadow event, or a Megaena, Volcanion, something you could do in-game. We gotta talk to a priest. For the poison. I mean, we got antidotal herbs and stuff, but I may as well. Like, it would be great to have a lot of the mystery gift events and stuff just be part of the base game. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask for. Because, like, especially with, like, mythical and legendaries, right? You don't really get much out of it. You know? Like, you get a legendary, sure. But a lot of the battle facilities in-game don't allow for legendaries or mythicals. And so it's like, well, what's the point? You know? I mean, I guess you could beat up people with it, but at that point, it's already, like, high level and high stats that it's already too strong. So it doesn't really have a place in the game. You don't even have to go catch it or anything. You just go to a Pokemon guy and, you know, receive it. I don't know. Like, it would be great if they had an actual, you know, post-game thing where you could interact with, like, legendaries and mythicals like that. You know, like, Darkrai used to be, like, an actual event, and I guess it kind of is, but I don't know. I guess, like, it's always been kind of scummy, right? Because you have to be in the right place in the right time to be able to get, like, a Celebi or a Jirachi or something, you know? So it is a bit awkward. I don't remember which door we're going to. Alright, not this one. Because I love Marshadow, like, I love the design of it. But I haven't been able to really bond with it because you get at the end of the journey, you know, level 50, you can't use it for a battle facility like the battle tree in Sun and Moon. It's like, great. This is useful. All it basically does is fill out your Pokedex, and you don't even need it to get the shiny charm. And so it's pretty much worthless. Alright, a battle. Lethal armor. That should be the door. I don't know, what are your thoughts on Mystery Gift Pokemon and, like, I guess gifted level 100 shinies? Like, it seems a bit weird to me. Back in the day, we used to have to go to GameStop for all of them. Yeah, well, I guess you were lucky then, because like, we didn't really have that until, like, the 3DS era. Motion Shamim. What Roblox game is this? This is not a Roblox. I have no idea where you came from, or why you're here, or why you think it's Roblox, but welcome. We're playing some Dragon Quest. Yeah, I imagine that America would have had more luck with the events than Australia, so... It's pretty cool that you were able to get it. Maybe we did have it, but Bulbapedia only really mentions a lot of Japanese events, you know? You know, like, I don't think we have like an actual Pokemon Center per se. We can go get a bunch of Pokemon related merchandise. Are you from Birmingham? No, I'm Australian, so not from Birmingham. But hello Mushroom, like, how did you find out about this channel? Like, or like, why did you click on it? You know, you tell me a bit about yourself. Or no, we don't do that. We go, oh no. It's just that our accent has like a silent R, so other people hear it. But we are not actually saying or nor. Okay, my bad. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, like, tell me about yourself. Like, you thought I was playing Roblox? So, do you enjoy Roblox? I've heard it's pretty diverse and stuff. Like, you can pretty much play anything you want. Alright, we're just gonna make it a bit easier and go for Boulder Toss. I've known a manager at the one here for years, so she'll set codes aside for me and stuff. It's cute. She saves them for Miss Media too. Fair enough. That must be good. Yeah, we don't have a GameStop in Australia. We go, what, we call it EB Games, or maybe JB Hi-Fi. Like, you can also get games and stuff from there. But it's basically the same kind of thing, like, same idea. It's just different. It might be owned by the same people, it's just different name. Damn, they got bulky as hell. Alright, toss another boulder. Mosin Shamim. That's quite an interesting name. As went from GameStop to EB Games, back to GameStop, and now Pokemon isn't it. Oh wait, no, I read the next message midway through. And now back to EB Games. Okay, yeah, we got EB Games. It's not doing, I guess, the greatest. Like, my local EB Games has kind of closed up shop. And so, the closest one for me is like, I want to say like 2 to 3 hours away. This is kind of like Pokemon, isn't it? The channel is Pokemon. But I do other stuff as well. And, I mean, it's a turn-based JRPG, if that impacts your decision making about what this is. But this is not like Pokemon. We are not capturing like any monsters to battle, for example. God, why is it so bulky? Alright, we'll just focus on the slimes. God. And they're all able to heal each other. Eventually they'll run out. Ugh. Did he decrease my attack? Oh, there we go. There we go, attack returns to normal. Now we're good. Alright, so it's like a roguelike. No, no, this is a like full-length JRPG adventure. It's the same parent company, I think. Yeah, probably. It wouldn't surprise me for EB Games and GameStop. Yeah, so have you like heard of Dragon Quest before, or games like Final Fantasy? You know, anything like that, Mosin? Because Dragon Quest is a pretty popular series, but I guess not the most renowned. Yeah, you've heard of them? Yeah, so this is Dragon Quest 9. One of my favourite games of all time. We're playing it, and we're doing a solo challenge run. We're battling a pretty annoying enemy here. But yeah, this is a full-on, like, you know, lengthy RPG adventure. You know, where I want to say, like, a good 15 hours in or so. Maybe about 10? How long have you been playing this game? Well, for this series, you know, it hasn't been too long, but overall, I've been playing this since about it came out, every few years, you know. God, like, he just keeps summoning up more of these guys and they heal him. Ugh. This is rough. But yeah, so this came out on the DS. It's not like a Switch game or anything. So not even 3DS, but it came out on the DS at the end of its lifespan, essentially. And yeah, it's just one of my favourite games of all time. So I'm playing it and sharing it with the people of the world, you know? People like you who think it's Roblox, you know? I get to teach you a bit about it, you know? Alright, are you playing this on Desmume? Why not use better graphics? Yeah, I'm using Desmume. Why not better graphics? I don't know. I don't really know any other option. And even if I was like playing this on like original hardware or something, it's still gonna be a DS, right? So it's still gonna have like these kind of graphics. Didn't think it would get down to N in terms of extra reinforcements. If I keep doing this though, they'll eventually get knocked out. Hopefully. I mean, yeah, but playing on DS, you don't exactly need DS graphics, so you can upscale. I don't fully know what you mean. Because ideally, shouldn't you be able to upscale? Like with Desmume or something? Like, if you're talking about like 3DS upscaling it, maybe, but I have no idea what you're talking about, but what's wrong with the graphics? The graphics are pretty good. Like, if you're looking at this game and thinking that the graphics are bad, I don't know, I think it's pretty good. God, the key slimes just keep coming, don't they? Alright, I'm gonna have to focus on the armor. Alright, sure, if you like them. Yeah, I mean, like, this is one of my top 10 games of all time, so I'm definitely going to enjoy it. I don't know exactly what you're expecting, like, from DS. Like, it's not gonna look like a, you know, a Switch game, for example. I have, like, really no idea what you're really expecting, but it was good that you know, stopped by. You know? Right, if I can keep the slimes distracted by healing each other, I can perhaps just take out the armor. Like, you know, this isn't gonna be like a 4K 60 FPS kind of game, you know, it's a DS game. And, you know, it's barely, like, you know, I'm just lucky that I'm able to stream, you know, because internet's not the best, right? And maybe the reason why I'm here is because I saw you streaming on a total server. Oh, like on Discord? Oh, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so we don't do Roblox, if that's what you're here for. But yeah, like, it's not gonna be like a 4K 60 FPS kind of game, you know, it's... I don't know what you really expect from a DS game. Mosin in the Discord. Fair enough, I don't really pay attention to that Discord, if I'm being honest. Is being... no. It's not... yeah. I'm just not really paying attention to it, I guess. I didn't mean it to be 4K lol, I just meant you have to play it 2 pixels per inch. Don't have to. No, it's fine. I kinda like the art style anyway, like the... everything about it, you know? It's like, you know, if the music wasn't the same, would it be the same game? If the graphics wasn't the same, would it be the same game? It really adds to the charm, and I don't think it needs to be perfect. I think if it was perfect, it would be less appealing, if that makes sense. Oh my god. Alright. Change of plan. The slimes will eventually run out of mana. But if I don't kill them, then the armor won't summon up more. So eventually, they'll all run out of mana. And then I can destroy them. It's not the best plan, but it's gonna be the plan I'm going with. Yeah, I understand. Fair enough. It's just, from my perspective, right? You came in asking about Roblox and roguelikes and stuff, so that was a bit weird. And then you instantly started saying like, hey, why isn't like this the, you know, best game of all time with graphics? So I was just a bit taken aback by it. But I also apologize. Like, but what you see is what you get. I'm also not the most sophisticated streamer. Like, I'm barely, I'm running this based off duct tape, basically. Oh yeah, I was trying. Well, I knew about this game from the beginning. See, the thing is, for it to be your first comment, and like, I've never met you before, I don't know if you're being 100% serious, or if you're trolling. You know, people on the internet, it's hard to tell what they're really thinking, so at any given moment, you gotta think that they're either being highly intelligent or highly idiotic. Unless you, like, specifically say, like, you know, joke or, like, have emojis or something. Just heart and soul on these channels? Yeah, pretty much. And duct tape. We're getting some good critical hits, though, from our skill. Yeah, you can never really know who knows what. Exactly. Like, it helps if you go, like, lol or haha at the end, so I know that it's, like, maybe a joke. But if you don't have that, then I don't know if it's a joke or not. So I gotta, I guess, take it a bit more seriously. You know, like, when you come in and say, like, hey, is this Roblox? Is this a roguelike? I can't be like, oh, you're obviously joking. Because I don't know you. But yeah, welcome. I do have other content besides Dragon Quest, so I do have other Pokemon related content. And I plan to be doing more videos soon. So, hopefully you find something you enjoy. I do theories, I do a little bit of tier list. Not really. It's mostly theories. So if you like Pokemon theories, you know, this could be a good spot to go. Alright, I gotta go now, but maybe I'll pop back in every now and then later. Fair enough. But yeah, just in the future, if you're joking, just say like haha or lol at the end so I know. Because it is a bit hard for me to know sometimes. But it was nice seeing you, and hope to see you around. Sorry that this battle was kind of tedious, but we're getting there. At least my strategy seems to be working. He's not coming up. Well, he's not calling for new backup. So eventually these slimes will run out of MP. And then they won't be able to heal up the armor. After I defeat the armor, I can easily defeat the slimes. Obviously this battle's a lot easier with 4 people, but with 1 person, it becomes pretty annoying. I'm just glad that we don't need to have our shield quest for the lethal armor, because this would be very annoying. Hello, just swinging by to say, hope you have a great stream, bud. Thank you, Josie. We're doing a very tedious battle, because this guy keeps summoning up a bunch of healers to heal him. So what we're doing is we're going to kind of stall out their MP of heals, while working on the armor. Eventually knock out the armor, and then hit all the healers. But, you know, it's not the most interesting strategy, but it is working. But yeah, I hope you're doing good. I hope Kitty's also doing pretty good with her streams. I know that she was doing some Emerald Imperium, I think, last night. Well, my last night. It would probably been her morning. So I hope that's doing good. Instead of reactions, I could host a Pokemon movie night in the Discord. So, like, so if I'm having like a topic, like, if I'm talking about something, I guess you'll just load up a different movie, like a different part of a movie to have like a reaction to it. That'll be hard. I'll have to like actually monitor the Discord a bit. Unless that's not what you mean. I have no idea. I'm also not running off the most amount of sleep last night because it was pretty warm. I went to bed around, what, 11? And I probably didn't sleep until about 4 AM. It was pretty hard. Yeah, she's fine on this end. She's currently on a normal type mono run. Ah, okay. So, did she, like, complete the previous run, or is she, like, just starting over? And I know that she was doing randomized before, so is she doing randomized again, or is it just a basic run? I'm also guessing not a Nuzlocke. Or any other kind of challenge. I guess I should have been there, to check it out. I could have, I was just kind of tired, but I didn't end up sleeping, so that was rough. I meant, we all just hang out and watch some of the movies. Like, we can vote on which one and stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be good to have, like, a movie night. It seems that not many people are too active nowadays in Discord, so I don't know how worth it will be. So you complete those runs before, now it's gotta be a run for all types, no Nuzlocke. She must really love that ROM hack. You know, you could tell her to do a Nature's Madness run. She'll know what that means, because I think you were there to nickname the Azrael. You know, she could do one of those runs. I have the rules for each of the natures on the comment of the first live stream I did of it. I'll make it into a playlist later, so you can go back to episode 1, for example. But, yeah, I've got a comment there that does have all the rules of the run. Or at least of the natures. Everything else is up to her, but... so if she... Okay, so if she goes for Emerald Imperium again, maybe tell her to do like a Nature's Madness run. Unless she's just going through all the types, like... Yeah, a run for all the types. Yeah. Must be a really good ROM hack. I gotta check it out sometime. Like, I think she might enjoy Elite Redux. It's a emerald with like, you know, 4 abilities on each Pokemon. And a lot of quality of life stuff as well. So if she likes difficulty but still somewhat able to manage it, then she might be interested in that. After all the monotype runs, I'll see if she would want to CX. Anyways, it's getting late for me, so I hope you have a great stream. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I can get past this guy. He's not summoning up anymore, so it's only a matter of time. But yeah, hope you have a good night, and, you know, same time tomorrow we're doing the Nature's Madness run. So if you want to stop by and name some Pokemon, go ahead. You know, always welcome. How are people today? I know that this is not the greatest gameplay, but sooner or later, all the slime will run out of healing MP, and then it'll be easier to defeat them. I fell asleep last time I was so sick. Oh, like last Thursday for me. That's fair. I think there was a bit of a sickness going around, at least over here. But you know, my content should be chill enough to, you know, relax to if you need to sleep to it, you know. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to do a bit more training for the gym. Maybe try and find a coughing. And then challenge it. We got okay last time. I didn't realise that the world pitch was going to be so high level. So, you know, we'll do some training. Maybe a capture to defeat the second gym and then move on. Should be good. I'm enjoying Black and White 2 so far. I know I'm like on about older with the sniffing hot dog and all that, but I just find it funny. This is possibly the longest battle I've ever had. We can't really multi-frisk because that will just randomly target the other slimes. And then if one of them gets defeated, another one will be summoned up. And then, you know, that's more healing to worry about. So we can't hit the slimes at all. I guess we got a few strong moves. We got a few things. Body Slam. That's a recoil move. Claptrap could do it. Yeah. Knuckle Sandwich? Sure, we'll try that. Get this over and done with. Hey, that wasn't too bad. Alright, we can do one more. But yeah, you would think that they would have a summon limit. Okay, cool, we've actually defeated them. So, it's probably easy if we just go Windsickles. Alright. Remind me never to battle those guys, ever. Okay. Finally. We defeated a basic enemy. That's a problem. We defeated so many of them that we leveled up. I'm just checking. I don't have my EXP sheet on. Yeah. We defeated so many of them that we just kind of leveled up. So, depending on how cynical you want to be, that's kind of the run over. Huh. I didn't really consider that. I guess if I knew about it, I would have just done that strategy from the start. I would have got less experience. Look, I guess technically speaking, we could change vocation. You know, by setting the level cap, we could instead shift vocation. What are we kind of thinking? Because we got three options here, right? We got option 1, where the run is invalid. So that's the end of the stream. We got option 2, where we change vocations. Warrior is now out of here. We gotta go into martial artist or paladin, and then we continue on from there. Or, you know, third option, option C, is we just keep this between ourselves and keep going. So, I guess it is on me for not realizing that strategy earlier. I could have reduced the number of slimes I would have been defeating, and so it's possible I could have not leveled up. So, since I am at fault here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change vocation out of warrior. We'll just say that the warrior is dead, and we'll continue on from there. How does that sound for people? I think it's gonna have to do. We did get 6 skill points, so I will not count the 6 skill points. So no matter what, we have to have at least 6 points remaining. So we'll let these people chill here with their prison riot while we do other stuff. But yeah, that's the warrior out of here. Very unfortunate. But now we can go into martial artists. I was kind of thinking of like changing up anyway, but I would have liked to have that extra chance against the boss or two. You know? Alright. So we may as well strip. Okay. So we have is there a box square that copy, paste. Cool. Green square warrior is out of here. Alright, we're moving on. So we're going to be going into the martial artist. I think we're still going to be strong enough that we can handle the rest of the game. Yeah, we're definitely going to be strong enough, I think. So I guess it'll be interesting to see if this really impacts us too much. First things first, let's allocate skill points. So we can finally get to level 100 with our fist. So now we've got plus 60 attack. Then we gotta make sure that we got at least 6 points remaining. So we can get to Mensana. Alright, getting a bit more agility, a bit more strength. Pretty good. Oh. There we go. Alright. Not bad. Now to equip ourselves. If in doubt, we can always wear the Dragon Warrior set, which is actually pretty good armor. And 65. I do like the getter though. Actually, that's even better. Well, less defense, more evasion. I'll take that. Why not? Let's try it out. And I guess that's always good. So, you know, not the best gloves or boots, but I think it's looking pretty dapper. Alright, now we gotta go train up. We should be very strong now. So, let's just go to... Let's go over here and battle some people for a little bit. Then we can progress our shield skill against the killing machines. So, let's see how this works. Pretty good for level 1. And we're martial artists that can equip a shield as well, so we're great. Very nice. We got normal points. So now we can get extra health. Like an extra 30 health, which is great. So let's move on to... We could probably take on Gleaver a little bit. Once we get to the 20s or so, then we can maybe start going back to the Gidge Empire with how strong we are. See, this isn't too bad. We need more. We need more points. Right. We need to go even further. Let's go to Batsareg. Now this should be a bit more of a challenge. Okay, that's more like it. A few more levels at a time. Yeah, we can battle you. So, we'll keep going for a bit. Maybe complete that shield quest. And then, probably call it there for today. Hate being confused. Looks like he's doing everything but attacking me. Okay, these guys stun locking, which is not great. Okay, not bad. We're leveling up at a decent rate, but it could be better. So let's go heal up, and then move on to greener pastures. I could enable the XP sheet to speed it up a bit, but I don't know if I want to do that, you know? We can just chill. I imagine that a lot of people will be skipping over this, but, you know, if you're here in the future, that's pretty cool by me. If we go to maybe up over, battle some enemies around here while exploring. Okay, we can mount one of these. Okay, this one's actually pretty strong. And, able to dodge us decently well. There we go. We should also check out what our skills actually do here. That might be good. Golems are pretty tough. They're kind of annoying. Actually, if you guys want, we could do a grotto. I may as well show it off. We're pretty good. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, let's go ahead and do a grotto. Shall we? So, first we gotta do this quest. Christopher collapses. So, special medicine. That's fine. I can craft that. Alright, so we're gonna craft some special medicine, complete this quest, and then I'll show you guys what a grotto is like. Which is actually a pretty fun endgame system. It's got a lot of nuance to it. Okay, so special medicine, strong medicine. We need more herbs. One sec. I could keep going. I love it. It should be enough. Don't think we really need to stock up too much at the moment, so we should be great. Okay. I love the music in this game, it's so good. Not to mention that some of those musics like that track get reused in a lot of the Dragon Quest. Like, you can hear that music in Dragon Quest XI as well. It is so good. This one, not as good. I don't like this music, for example. It's one of the few musics in this game I don't like. Alright, so we got some strong medicines. We can now make a special medicine. Alright, we're going to go into a grotto. We may as well just rest up though. And I already know what the first boss is, because the first boss is kind of like a guaranteed grotto. Look at our health, man. We're like 213 or 14? And we're about level 14? That's crazy. Alright. Alright. So, the grottos are actually very interesting. I shall now explain what they do. So, treasure maps. So, we've got a treasure map. And basically, it will show you a very zoomed in part of the overall map. And your job is to have this selected and then go to that spot. So luckily, this person has told us where this one is. So we just gotta go west of Stornway. So, you know, you have to like really pay attention to the map to be able to figure out where the grottos are sometimes. But it should be around here. You'll see an exclamation mark. There we go. So, we found a grotto. We go into it. And now we gotta map this place out. Well, we don't have to, but you can. The whole goal of this is to get down to the next floor. What's cool about this is that they're randomly generated based off a seed. Oh, there we go. So if you know what your level of your dungeon is and what it's named, you can know exactly what's in it. And some people have found a grotto that's full of metal king slimes, which are the most valuable enemy in the game, given the most amount of experience. And so you could share that map with someone, or download it, and then, you know, grind up that way. I've never actually done it, but it seems pretty cool. Not to mention, right, after this boss, that we'll be defeating soon, we'll get a random treasure map. And they can have, you know, a list of a few different bosses. The higher your level, the more likely it is to be higher level, because you can go up or down, right? And then, as you get higher and higher, there's going to be stronger and stronger bosses. But, you know, you're also going to find Loot. Detro, hello. Yo, sorry to join in so late. Forgot that I need to go shopping. Fair enough. You missed one of the most tedious battles in all of Dragon Quest. So much tedious that we ended up, in a roundabout way, losing the warrior, so now we are the martial artist. So what we're doing is we're training up, and I'm showcasing the grotto system. You're back too? Fair enough. Yep, so we just done like a little, almost like a mystery dungeon kind of thing. And now we get to battle a boss. So these are not bosses counted towards this challenge. These are entirely optional side content, alright? So we're just going to battle it. So this should be, you know, strong enough that we get a bit of a, you know, a bit more used to the martial artist. So let's actually check out what we have with our martial artist. Purge use of all negative status effects. Use the power of the mind to protect against breath attacks. Okay. And that's it for now. Alright. So yeah, this should be... Yeah, this should be a bit more of a challenge. But we should be able to do this. Why did I do that? I instinctively went for an item instead of the attack. Well, we healed that up, you know. Never mind. So, Equinox is all about buffing and debuffing, and also resetting buffs and debuffs, so it can be kind of annoying. Might need to heal up next turn. Yeah, we're not doing too much damage. Depending on how we go, this might actually be a bit of a challenge. But we got pretty good at block and evade chance, so let's see how we go. That was a lot of damage. If he does that again, we're kind of screwed. Jeez, he's fast and strong. Agility returns to normal, great. Hopefully we're fast enough. Attack returns to normal, great. Might just go for another heal. Defense decreases a lot, that's not good. Yeah, him getting rid of our defense is not great. If he does that again, we're kind of screwed. Yep, alright. Okay, maybe level 14 is a bit too early for us to take him on. But it was a worthwhile little attempt, you know? So we probably won't be doing that again. We could, but we probably won't. We will just continue on our leveling up journey. Oh yeah, we can get rid of this map. There we go. Yeah, so it is a fun system. Definitely more of a post-game kind of content. I do not like the look of that Cyclops. We can't even do a border toss. Yeah, Cyclops are pretty rough. There you go. Whew, okay. Luckily he doesn't have too good accuracy, so we're able to dodge him. Alright, we should be able to multi-fist from now on. Cool. Yeah, Cyclops are actually kind of nasty. Okay. That's good. Bit more stats, always great. So, given how we lost the warrior, we cannot go less than 6 points remaining. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So now we'll heal up, because actually Cyclops are kind of nasty. We gotta choose maybe a different spot to level up. I don't know. We are approaching around the time where it ended, so maybe we just kind of do that, and we'll do some more grinding next time, or maybe we'll do it off screen, who knows. So, I think that's probably a good spot to end the session there. So, I would like to thank everyone for watching. I know it's not the most entertaining stream. Yeah, it was definitely pretty tedious, that's for sure. But, we made progress. Alright, so next time we should be able to level up martial artists and then go on a killing spree. So yeah, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Hope to see you around. And, you know, same time tomorrow we're doing our Nature's Madness run of Black 2. Is it Black 2 or White 2? I think it's Black 2. So, make sure to stick around for that. And, you know, if you're here, you can, you know, name some Pokemon, I guess. Remember to hydrate? Yeah, after this I'm gonna get a drink and get some lunch, I think. Because it's lunchtime over here in Australia. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.